What's going on, guys? How are you? Woo, that's loud. How are you guys? Welcome in. I'm Otis. I already introduced myself. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're excited to have a new up-and-coming artist. You guys have been big fans of her for a while. I'll just bring her in. Isabel LaRosa. There you go. She's going to play a couple songs for you, and then we'll talk to her and find out all the tea, if you will, all right?
Oh, totally. I'm telling you guys everything right now. How are you guys? You guys all look so cute.
Voice. I told her as we were walking in, could you not hear her sing What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish?
I would love to, but I feel like that's such a, I don't know. I feel like Billie does it so well. I'm scared to touch it, you know?
You just have that similar, like, inflection and sound. All right, cool. Let's talk to you a little bit. Can you do that? All right, I'll come over on this side. All right,
this is so fun.
We're excited to have you in Atlanta. You're coming
Thank you.
back in September, right, on the big tour?
Yes.
All right, you're playing center stage. I think it's September 12th was the date that I saw.
Honestly, you know better than me because I don't even know.
She came in today. She's like, I don't even know what city I'm in or what day it is.
No, I actually don't know where I am right now. I'm like, but I'm having a good time regardless.
That's what the life of an artist is. I mean, you think it's all glitz and glamour and cash and all that, but it's a lot of hard work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I love Atlanta because we shoot all our music videos here. So I'm like, we shot Older here. We shot everything here. I'm like, I love Atlanta so much.
Special place. See?
Yeah.
I like it. Now, obviously, TikTok was your big springboard, and you've been writing with your brother for quite some time in your bedroom and things. When that started to kind of take off, I know the journey was, again, hard because you kept putting up video after video after video and video, and nothing was taken, right? Kind of explain that journey a little bit.
Totally. I mean, you guys probably know, you can scroll back far enough on my TikTok. I haven't deleted any of the videos, but I would post like the same video, basically the same video like 10 times a day, and it just did not work until we had a song called Haunted, and I was like, oh my God, you can actually have something work on this app. That's so weird. But yeah, just a lot of consistency. I don't know. There's not really that much to it.
Absolutely. Well, now you're looking at over 1 billion streams on all your songs, 151 million on Favorite, which we're playing now on Power. So incredible song. But I kind of was reading in your backstory, and I want to hear a little bit more about your youth when you were younger, kind of what you want the world to know about Isabel that we might not see online or have heard in an interview yet. But music wasn't your thing, really.
I think both Thomas and I were like, our dad is a jazz musician, and so I grew up singing jazz standards, which definitely didn't translate into the music now, but it was very helpful for me. And you know, you grew up playing guitar, and we would go to open mic nights, and like, you know, at the ripe age of 7, that's probably not like my favorite thing to do in the world, but it was very, very, I'm very grateful for it looking back, because it taught me how to, like, you know how to be on a stage to some extent, even though what we do now is very different.
Are your parents involved in what you're doing now? Or are they kind of on the road with you? Have they seen you on a huge stage in some realm?
They've gone to a couple shows recently, and my mom actually day-to-day manages Thomas, which is the funniest thing ever, but she's the best, and she's like, their support has been like, I'm so grateful for it.
It's kind of interesting because I brought up Billie Eilish a little bit ago, and you guys have a similar story because she started writing songs in her bedroom with her brother, and you say that that's the way you like to write, is the middle school way. So explain to me what that means.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, there's like, we don't have to go into like some big studio. We honestly just write all the songs and record them in our living room, or honestly wherever. We were just tracking verses in a hotel room, so it's not that specific. But the main thing is just doing it together. I feel like I really wouldn't want it any other way, and I feel like, you know me so well that Thomas will write lyrics that sound like I wrote them, but he just knows my life so well that he writes them, which is hilarious. But
yeah, I think that makes a good partnership, is when you can kind of end her sentences, and kind of the same for her when she's like, you know what would sound awesome on that is if you did that riff, or
exactly. That's
incredible. That's magic. That's where it happens.
No.
Now, I found this out about you too, and I love it. It makes me love you more. Now, you can kind of see the darkness of you, if I don't know how to say it otherwise, in your videos and things like that. But you're a big horror film and, just like serial killer documentary kind of person.
Okay, I actually hate serial killer documentaries because they scare me so bad because it's real. Like the difference between like Criminal Minds or like I don't know, anything that's based on reality is that it's based on reality. And then like I watch, I don't know, even though it's like Midsummer is not based in reality, and even though it's terrifying, I'm like I know it's not real and I can separate it at the end of the day, but I'm like too paranoid. I don't know.
So you don't like the real docs?
No.
That's where I live.
I don't like to live in reality.
Yeah.
So.
Some think it's strange that I fall asleep to those, but yeah.
My friend used to do that, and I was sleeping over at her house, and I put on like rain noises on her phone on Spotify, and then I wake up in the middle of the night, and there's like a serial killer podcast playing, and I was like, yo, absolutely not. It's terrifying.
She's like, rain noise? Have you tried stabbing?
Yeah, have you tried like, unsolved cases? But yeah, no.
All right. Those dark elements too in the artistry that you kind of see in your videos, I've heard that you have your hands in all of that. So it's not just music for you. You are an all-around kind of artist in your style, your clothing lines, your music videos. Is that correct?
Yeah. No, definitely. I direct all the videos and write them, but I always wanted to be able to do visuals and direct visuals. I almost went into just that for a little bit. And so the fact that I get to do music and, directing and writing is like a dream.
I think there's something so fascinating about somebody that can visualize and create in their mind and then put it out into an actual film level. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just watching it, we were talking about this the other day, the ability of some musicians like Ryan Tedder, mm-hmm. and will.i.am to be able to there was a songwriter show on, and I'm forgetting the name of it, but will.i.am, the one episode I remember, he would be like, okay, he would talk to the drums, he's like, give me a and then over here guitar, give me like ding 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 ding, and then he would like create literally in front of you. So I think that art is so special.
I don't know, it's weird. I feel like it's I think anybody can do it. I feel like it's not like something that it's specific to, I feel like literally anybody could write and direct something. It just is a matter of knowing what you want and then knowing how to go about it. But I literally just like listen to the song and like pace around in my room and then write the treatment in my notes. Like it's nothing too crazy, but it's very weird to see shots that I see in my head actually on a screen, and I'm like, wait, that is very odd, and like it's crazy to be able to do it.
You can visualize it. Do you also like visualize your next steps in your career? Can you like see it and then go chase it? Do you have like a board that you write it on? Do you just speak it out loud?
I just know.
There you go.
No, I just know. But I definitely have a lot of goals. But I mean, I just want to play stadiums. So that's my goal.
Well, while I'm making
nothing too crazy.
While I'm already making suggestions for your music career, why don't I add another? Because I know you're a big Stranger Things fan, and they filmed that right here in Atlanta too.
That was a big part of the reason I was like, well, I want to shoot my things in Atlanta if they did it there. So.
The artist Joe, I don't know if you've met him, Joe Keery.
We almost got him in the Favor video, which is so funny, but he was filming.
I think you guys could create some really great musical magic together.
He seems like the nicest dude, and he's like also his music. We listened to his music for so long, and nobody knew about it, and now it's blowing up, and I'm like, I've been here since day one. But
all right, very cool. We're gonna get to some fan questions with you for a second, but I want to do what I like to call the Fast Five. So I'm just gonna rapid fire kind of questions. First thing that comes to your mind, you tell me what your thought is.
I'll just forget everything.
A recent moment that just kind of took your breath away.
I would say hearing Favorite on the radio for the first time. That was crazy. I was like,
I love those moments, and you shared it on your socials too. Like when that happens for artists, it's such an incredible feeling. It's got to be. It
was very, very odd. I was like, this is not real.
All right. Other than music, something you nerd out on.
Honestly, just clothes. But I have like a bunch of clothes saved and like all these things, but I never actually buy them because I'm scared of like committing to it. But I love clothing and all that kind of stuff.
All right, this stems from an Ariana Grande answer recently, but
Interesting.
dead or alive, famous or infamous, who would you like to have dinner with just to talk to?
Oh God. Well, I don't know if she answered that in the right way.
She said Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? I love her
I would
so much.
Probably
but like,
second that.
I'm like, honestly, if I, if I got nervous, I'd probably be like, I don't know. Who would I want to? Thomas, help me out, please.
Is there an artist that you look up to? Maybe it's, that.
Oh, Tom Petty. I would love to have dinner with Tom Petty.
yes.
I love Tom Petty so much.
Heck yeah. Tom Petty, incredible artist. All right. Your non-drug addiction. So something you just have to have all times. Maybe on the road. It's a candy. It's a food. It's a drink. What is it?
I feel like everybody is going to say coffee, and I feel like that's boring. But, I mean, coffee. What? Kombucha? Which sounds so annoying, but I promise I love it so much. I sound annoying. I'm like, oh my God, I love kombucha. Like, ugh.
All right. It's the new way we all communicate. So the last DM or reel that you sent somebody. Video that you can think of. You're like, this is hilarious. I got to send it to my bro or your friend.
We
What'd
don't
you say?
text at all, but it's just TikToks, like down. Like,
We literally only send each other TikToks. Like that's
yeah, we don't text each
So
other
you
at
can't
all.
remember the last one?
What? I was just talking. I don't know if I sent it, but I was just talking about that. Okay, I'm gonna sound so stupid if no one knows what I'm talking about. You know the thing where it's like the 1 million beers thing. You know what I'm talking about? Does no one know what? No.
1 milli beers is what you said?
I knew it. No, just look it up. I swear, I'm not crazy.
All right. After this,
No one knows what I'm
you
talking
can send it to all our DMs, and then we'll get it.
Okay,
does
look,
that
you're
work?
looking it up. It's like they have like the bold glamour filter on, and they're like, "What do you want for dinner?" And then like, I don't know, pizza, and then the other person's like 1 million beers, and then it's like all these cans of beer. I don't know. I just think it's
like it.
really funny.
I
Okay.
bet. That's what TikTok's all for, is just to get a good laugh. And even when you pay for all these subscriptions for cable services, you still just scroll while you watch
can't do
that
this.
subscription service. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. Let's see if you guys got anything that you've been dying to ask Isabel.
If no one
This is
asks
your
me a question,
chance.
I'm going to be really offended. Okay, good.
Hold on, I'm coming to you.
I saw the song you sang. I think it was called "A Favorite" or "Favorites." You added some Spanish to it.
Uh-huh.
Is your ethnicity? What is your ethnicity or?
We're both half Cuban. Our mom is Cuban. Oh my God, you're Cuban?
Yeah,
No
Michelle's
way.
Cuban,
Aw. Wow. But our mom is Cuban. And I'm not, like, I'm very familiar with Spanish, but I understand a decent amount, but I don't speak it very well. But I also grew up like listening to it, so I feel like I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to speak Spanish in the songs.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in some of your music, you can hear the inflections of like Cuban music, right?
Totally. We definitely wanted to do. Favorite was just because we wanted to do something that was more Latin inspired, and we hadn't done that.
Anybody else?
Seeing at next, you haven't been to.
What is the city?
A city or venue like that you haven't performed in that would be like
A dream?
bucket list for you.
We were just talking about, but Meriwether Post in it's Virginia, right? Columbia? I don't know. But I saw 21 Pilots there, and then I also saw Pitbull there, oddly enough. But best concert of my life. But it's just, we've grown up going to shows there, and it would be such a dream to play.
Love it.
Red Rocks, that would be so cool.
Do you have any more creative hobbies? Like do you draw or something, or do you?
Girl, I'm not
Crochet?
interested. What? Do I have any hobbies? I honestly kind of just do this. I used to write like really like cryptic, weird stories, and I would like, I was homeschooled, which explains a lot. But I would go and climb trees, and I would sit in them, and I would write these really odd stories that I'd show my mom. She'd be like, "That's great. Like, that's you go. But obviously, it translated somehow. So
Awesome. Anybody? We got one more? Yeah.
What's your favorite song to perform?
Favorite song to perform. That's so. It's Yeah. I'm trying to think of a more interesting answer.
Favorite is your favorite.
I mean, definitely favorite, I would say, or I Kissed a Girl is fun. I really like performing older because I get to, like, I like the whipping my hair around at the end is fun. But older is fun.
All right. Oh, we got one more back here. Okay.
This is a good deep one. So when you perform by yourself in front of a camera versus a large audience versus an intimate audience like this, which one makes you feel more vulnerable?
This is, I promise you, I'm the most nervous for this. I'm like sweating because I can see, I'm like, if you guys don't like me, I can see it. But when you're in a big crowd and you don't, and there's like, there's way more to hide behind when you're like on a big stage and there's lights and like there are a bunch of tracks. But like, this is literally just like me and a guitar and you guys. So this definitely makes me nervous.
None of them are throwing things at you because
Well,
I
I kinda-
occasionally you get like
Listen,
clothing. You get
I
water,
know somebody
cell
throw
phones.
tomato at me.
The cell phone thing is crazy because
I've-
Morgan Wallen got hit in the
Thomas
side of
got
the
a
head.
bra thrown at his head. It like hit him in the face. It was so funny. I'm like, not me, but Thomas. It was hilarious. It was not even like didn't hit his arm, just hit him in the face. It was great. But I like when people throw me, like, someone threw me a rosary, which I was like, this is fitting. I like this. I just wore it for the rest of the show.
Nice. You'll graduate eventually to like prosthetic legs. I've heard from a few artists.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Kane Brown had a full prosthetic leg, and they had a tattoo on the leg of Kane Brown.
What?
And they threw it on the stage, and I guess they hope they got it back because otherwise you're like
Yeah, imagine you can't get home.
concert. But yeah, he signed it and guess threw it back to me.
That's so crazy. I'm like, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna toss my like shoes at you right now.
Thank you guys so much for your time. Round of applause one more time.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. This is weird that anybody cares. So genuinely, thank you. And thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. We love playing Favorite. You're going to hear it more on Power 105.3, and you're going to hear a lot more from this girl. I can tell you that. September 12th, going to be back here in Atlanta at Center Stage. So if you want to see her live, you can, I think, still grab those tickets. But their last two are sold out like crazy. So here you go.
Hopefully.
She's doing things. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys
Appreciate
so much.